Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 5 of I Was Thinking with Robbie McElhaney. We got a barn burner of a show for you today. We got a guest here. I'll introduce him a little bit later into the show. He's sitting just off camera here. First off, as always, make sure you follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Catch the show wherever you find your podcasts, and make sure you check us out on YouTube. Today, a little bit different of a show. I hope you like it. We'll come to find out. But it's all WWE. We're recording this the day early. We're recording this Saturday, February 28th, day of Elimination Chamber. So I figured, why not? Why not take a different approach, talk about some WWE stuff? So we're going to give my overview of the WWE. We're going to talk a couple storylines. The Cena Farewell Tour, the Gunther storyline, the WWE Hall of Fame. We're going to talk about Elimination Chamber. I'm going to explain what the chamber is. The namesake of the event is a certain match, the Elimination Chamber match. I'm going to talk to you about that. We're going to have our I Was Thinking episode, or what segment, is that the word? And then new segment. We'll explain it when we get there, but it's some kind. Kate likes this Smosh channel thing, and they do all this Reddit stuff. So we're going to do Am I the Asshole? Featuring our guest who we'll introduce. Before we get started, I do want to make a little side note, not on the notes, but with all the events that happened today and will probably happen through the week as the week progresses, make sure you keep our armed forces, their families, and our country and world in your prayers. We're in a mess of a situation in the world right now. Make sure you're praying for our military and our world. So, why WWE? So, when I was writing this, I had a hard time saying I was a lifelong fan, that I am a lifelong fan. I took a brief hiatus in the early to mid 2000 teens, we'll say. But the thing with the WWE, there's just so much from my childhood that was formed around professional wrestling. In writing this, I just put down some brief memories. Being terrified of The Undertaker, he had absolutely mesmerized by The Undertaker. It takes wrestling to make a child think, is this guy actually dead, walking around here and just kicking ass? One of my absolute favorite things, we pulled them out for the first time in years, probably a couple months ago, but I have these wrestling action figures that I collected all throughout my youth, and there's a big box of them. We pulled them out, and it instantly brought me back to happy memories and good times, something only wrestling can do in my mind. One of the coolest birthday presents I ever received involved wrestling was from my Nana and my Pop. It was a WrestleMania 23 ring and ramp. Coolest thing, I played with it. I'd probably still play with it now if Kate would let me have things that I want around the house. And then another thing wrestling did for us, video games, but if there was anything that me and my brother actually got along over growing up, it was wrestling. We had these fake tag team championship belts that my mom bought for us, and they were pretty much anything but tag team belts. One was a heavyweight champion, one was the WWE champion. I was always the WWE champion because I had to be Cena. My brother was heavyweight champion because he had to be Batista. And we just kind of went at it, and we replicated these storylines. And that was fun. We played all the video games, everything. But where does it leave me now? Because I can't do that now. Now, if me and my brother bring out the fake belts, it turns a lot more violent. But now, it is the adult male soap opera, is WWE. Because you can watch it, and this is the complexity of wrestling. You can sit there and watch a Monday Night Raw, a pay-per-view, and it is the most complex thing because you can watch it with absolutely no thinking, yet be so deep in thought, trying to follow this action, follow these storylines, and investing in those storylines and guessing what they're going to do next. We'll talk about that here with one of my projections for the chamber tonight. But it's the most pure form of Americana entertainment. Just throw a bunch of people out there, pretend to fight, get all violent and such, and That's the best thing America has to offer. So that may have hurt my case for why I watch WWE, but there's something so pure and athletic about it now in the way that they're taking the company and moving the company. It's such, when I was growing up, it was big guys doing just throwing people and all this stuff, but now, you have people that grew up watching Rey Mysterio and the evolution of the company where it's more of a form of athleticism now than it ever was before. So it's a whole different show. It's a whole different construct, but there's just something about the WWE that's special, that brings back memories. I can remember talking about storylines in school, and I had a friend that used to go to a bunch of shows, and I talked to him and asked him all these questions and be absolutely mesmerized by what he talked about and what he saw. With that, let's dive into some specific storylines. All right, so we're going to talk the Cena Farewell Tour. To me, one of the most important things that the WWE has done in a long time, I put the last calendar year on here, but I think in a long time, paying tribute to, in my mind, one of the best of all time. I don't want to say the best of all time, but one of the best of all time. Just because I think that, there's so many eras in wrestling. Where do how can you say John Cena is the best of all time, but you have guys like Bruno Sammartino and people that really built the company. And really, more so than the company, just the art form that, you have to consider. Guys like, and he's not a wrestler, but Paul Heyman. How is he not in the discussion for the best of all time, the greatest of all time? And I know he's, not wrestled, but there's so many factors that go into this just because I'm not going to say it's fake, because it's not fake, it's scripted. But, where do you account for that in the, you could say, well, maybe he's the greatest promoter of all time, maybe the greatest creative of all time. But all of those, to me, you can't, in my mind, from a guy that's never done it, just been a fan, but you can't be a true, top-of-the-line wrestler without being a creative mind. And you can't be a creative mind without having some grasp of understanding. I know Paul Heyman's not going up on the top rope, not doing the moonsault or any of these things, but you can't get creative in the business without grasping what that takes athletically. So I'll have to say, back to the Cena Farewell Tour. I think it was one of the most important things. I don't love, and this goes kind of back to the start of it, it really started at the Rumble of 2025. It would have been, right, Kate? Because this was the Rumble of 2026, yeah. Would have been the Royal 2025, Royal Rumble of 2025. And I just felt like that, he was in the final two. And I loved how they built the story around there. I love that they gave Jey Uso a shot. It just looks weird. It's just different. If you don't understand, Jey Uso with the yeet, and we had the glasses, I'm sure you'll see that picture, or at some point this week. But I love that they gave Jey Uso a shot at the title. I love that they gave him a win at WrestleMania. But, then you take Cena and he loses the Rumble. Not against it. I get it. But I don't love, and I know why they did it, because they were setting up for the heel turn. But I don't love how desperate they made him look trying to win his 17th championship. He doesn't need to get desperate. He is, again, subjectively, one of the greatest of all time. He's not desperate to win a 17th championship unless you're trying to, which I get, they altered the character drastically. But he doesn't have to get desperate. Going to why I think they made him desperate, because you started to see the heel turn. Fast forward / rewind to Elimination Chamber last year, where he had the heel turn and he won the chamber match and he kicks Cody in the gonads and does the flip. I thought it was really good. I think we wanted to see the Cena heel turn 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when it didn't have to be rushed. I think Cena versus Rock, Cena would have made a great heel. Now, I I think the company, and again, subjective, just a fan, the company would have been much better served face Cena versus heel Cody and flip the title, win the 17th championship. At that point, because now you're just trying to load on to the end of his career, all these things, and it doesn't fit, and you're rushing it, and you don't get the same. I think the heel turn would have been a much better year and a half run in 2012. Call me crazy, especially, we have a buddy of ours that's a big WWE guy, Mr. Pajak. Please make sure you tell me your thoughts. But here's the thing, and this is kind of progressing. While I do have some complaints about it, it was a great way and a great time to wrap up his career. Even in the heel turn, I think he did a great job of paying tribute to these cities, and everywhere he went, it was a great way to. And the one thing I'll give him with the heel turn is I think John Cena is a genuine performer, is a genuine artist in the ring. But you really got to hear him out, and I know he played the whole thing. It was an act. I don't know. I didn't love the heel turn at this time, but I thought the retirement tour was a great way to wrap up his career, say goodbye, and everything like that. Taking a negative turn again, I absolutely hated, I wouldn't say his last match, but the finish of his last match. And we're going to talk about the Gunther storyline here in a little bit. I have zero problem with John Cena losing his final match. I think he's the consummate professional, so he is going to lose. He's just like AJ Styles did, that we'll talk about here as well. If you are the type of professional that this business deserves, you are going to go out on your back. That's how it's done. I have zero problem with John Cena losing, but I think it's horrible to make him tap out. I mean, the man went for 20-some years. Kate, can you double check how long his career was? You have this guy that for, we're going to say 26 years. Kate found out 26 years. We're going to say 23 of that because he started, but he was all these different, with the prototype, I think he had these weird characters. But when he became John Cena, he went on a roundabout 23-year run where his saying was never give up. And maybe that's what they were going for in storyline stuff. Maybe, they were trying a couple different things where, okay, now he's at the point, he's met his match, it's time to give up. I don't think they needed to do that. I think they could have accomplished that. John Cena has lost countless matches in his career. I don't see the point of tapping. I don't think it did anything for... It may have done something for Gunther. I think they could have accomplished that with a pin. Call me crazy. Let me hear your thoughts. Moving on with that point. The Gunther, whatever you say, it's the same thing. Everybody in the company says it differently. The career killer storyline, first off, I absolutely love Gunther's character right now. I love what they're doing with him. I love him in ring. I love him promo-wise. I think he is going to be, again, with the subjectiveness we talked about Cena, I think Gunther is going to be one of the best to ever grace the ring in wrestling, in promos, and everything. I love what he's doing. And I think he just acts as the consummate heel. I think he's really good at being a bad guy. When you look at the career killer storyline, Goldberg, Cena, Styles, I don't think it ends there. I have the bold prediction of SummerSlam is in Minneapolis, Minnesota, which is home to one of the greatest to grace the ring as well, one of the greatest to grace athletics in Brock Lesnar. Call me crazy. Gunther retires Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2026 in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I don't hate this storyline and him taking on these people. Like I just said, Goldberg, Cena, AJ Styles. We'll talk about the Styles match here in just a second. But I don't hate the storyline. Why I don't hate it? Because it allows him to take a non-champion in Gunther and make him a main eventer and give him champion and main event time on these shows, so he can have matches that in normal situations would probably be a mid-card match in the Styles match at Royal Rumble. I mean, they built a pay-per-view or a print. I don't know. It wasn't really, it was a Saturday Night Main Event, so it wasn't anything. But it sure had a PLE, I think they're calling them now, premium live events. It sure had that feel around it when he faced Cena. They're allowing him to have these opportunities. What's that? You made this face. Kate made this face, and I don't know if she disagreed with something. Kate is very passionate about the world of professional wrestling, so maybe one day she'll grace the show again and we can talk some WWE. You think so, dear? Okay. With me talking and saying how much I like the storyline, I don't love the matches. We just talked about Cena. I hate that they KO'd. As much as I disliked the Cena tap out, I can't say enough how much I hated knocking AJ Styles out with they're putting him to sleep with the sleeper hold. The same thing that Cena tapped to. I don't get it. I don't understand what they're trying to do by completely, and then they turn around, and we'll get to this again too. And now AJ Styles is going into the Hall of Fame. Well, how can you have a Hall of Fame career? And I know this is a bold statement, but I don't think you're doing legacies and careers justice by putting somebody to sleep in their last match. Just pin them. And what to me was a really good match. Just pin them. That's all you have to do. Moving on. As I said, AJ Styles was announced on Monday Night Raw by The Undertaker. Big Undertaker fan. I love that they brought him back in the American Badass character. I like that. I think it's great for him to still be active in the company but drop the dead man facade. He announces on Monday night AJ Styles in the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2026, joining Stephanie McMahon. I think this is a solid start. As we go, we'll cover the full class at a later date. They're really starting to ramp it up now that we're on the road to WrestleMania. Let's talk about the Elimination Chamber. So the Elimination Chamber match. The structure is a large 16-foot high... Oh, this is a tough word. This is not a Hopewellian word. Cylindrical. It's a cage. It's a circle cage. They make all these fancy words. It's wrestling. It's wrestling, and they got all these fancy words. It's a round cage. Or what? Or cubic. It's a cage made of chain, folks. And we got scientific words. It's a round cage made of chains. There are 6 participants, with 2 starting in the ring and 4 in enclosed plexiglass pods at each corner of the ring. Every 5 minutes, a pod will open randomly, an entrant goes into the match, and boom, you fight it out. Wrestlers are eliminated by pinfall or submission. Typical rules, just non-disqualification stuff. You can use the cage, everything like that. The match occurs until one competitor or team, they have done tag team elimination chambers, remains, often lasting. This says 20 to 30 minutes. I don't know who wrote this thing, but it's also the person who put some fancy cylinder word in. So that they said 20 to 30 minutes. I think it's a little bit longer. I think probably a 45-minute match at bare minimum is what you should expect. No disqualification. There can be interference and escaping. These matches are designed for high stakes, often determining number one contender for championship matches at WrestleMania, such as you'll see tonight. And we'll jump right into this with the men's Elimination Chamber match featuring Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton versus L.A. Knight. Yeah. Kate, you're supposed to get excited. You watch Raw with me. Jey Uso, Trick Williams, and Javon Evans. the winner to go on to face Drew McIntyre, who is the WWE Champion at WrestleMania. I'm torn. I am torn on this match. I think the clear storyline, the clear thing that they're going to do, which is going to be my pick, is Cody Rhodes wins, setting up a rematch at WrestleMania, McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes. Dark horse that I would love to see. I would love to see LA Knight pull a win tonight. I think he needs it. I think he's ready for it. He goes on, do with him what you will at WrestleMania. I don't necessarily know that he needs a championship, but I wouldn't mind seeing them put a belt on him. But what I'd love to see is the first two people I said in this match, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, who have a storied history, in the faction legacy, and I just think you have LA Knight win. Something happens in the match between Cody and Randy that sets off, and neither one of them can be the heel. I think Randy Orton is obviously a phenomenally historic heel. He's done a great job as a heel in the company. I love him. I love him in that role. Cody could be a heel too. I think it's time for him to go heel. He's been face too long, and the way that they've dropped the kayfabe stuff and have just been who they are, I think you can have Cody, because I think they're scared to make him a heel, because then historically, he can't be the face of the company. I think he can be still. I still very much think you can have Cody Rhodes be a heel and be the face of the company, because he still does everything right. Do I believe this is what's going to happen? No. Would I love to see this happen? Yup. I think it would be great. I think it would be great storytelling moving forward. The Women's Elimination Chamber match features Rhea Ripley versus Tiffany Stratton versus Alexa Bliss versus Asuka, Kiana James, and Raquel Rodriguez. Winner to face Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. I don't have any real discussion. I think it's going to be Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley's going to win. Go on, do the whole "this is my brutality" thing, and then, she's going to win championship. I think that's going to be a really good match at WrestleMania between Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill. I think they're pretty evenly matched. I think that would be a great match. The only other person I could see matching that with Jade Cargill is Raquel Rodriguez. I don't think she's ready for that. If you're up with the WWE storylines, then you'll know Raquel Rodriguez is part of Judgment Day. The only thing I think they do with having her win is now you'd have Liv Morgan, who is kind of, I don't want to say the leader of the Judgment Day. She's in a championship match at Mania. You'd have Raquel Rodriguez in a championship match, and then you kind of split up the Judgment Day if you put belts on both of them. I don't know if they do that. I don't love that either. But I think Rhea Ripley wins. I think she's the only one that can truly carry a strong championship run out of that match. World Heavyweight Championship match, I think even with the two chamber matches, this is by far going to be the match of the night. It's CM Punk, the champion, versus Finn Balor, a rematch from Raw in Ireland, it was a great match. And I think you have two similar yet different styles going into this. I'm going with CM Punk without a doubt, as they're setting up for, to me, what's going to be one of the best main events in modern history between Punk and Roman. I think it's a good storyline. It's a really good match, but Punk's going to leave the champion. They're not going to risk WrestleMania over this. Last match here, Women's Intercontinental Championship match, Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. Nostalgia Rob absolutely loves this match, as to me, AJ Lee back at the beginning of the Women's Revolution, AJ Lee walked so that the women now can sprint as they are. I think the women's division has drastically changed. I think it's a great aspect of the company. I think they are beyond entertaining athletically. And I think a big part of that was AJ Lee. And I do believe that she wins. I think she comes out, beating Becky Lynch to set something up for WrestleMania. I don't exactly know if that's a singles match, if it's a triple threat match. I don't know who they'd plug in there. And give Becky Lynch some credit, too. I love what they're doing with her character. I'm not going to say what certain precedent I think she's embodying in her actions and in her promos. But we'll put it this way. This president is also a WWE Hall of Famer. We'll leave that up for your discretion and your judgment. But the thing with AJ Lee, she leaves as a champion and has a great moment with her husband, who happens to be CM Punk. They leave with belts around them. They go to WrestleMania as champions. I think it's really good. And I also don't count out, I think Seth Rollins is going to be coming back from injury. I could see a storyline where he gets thrown into the mix in that WrestleMania main event between Punk and Roman, which would be a rematch from last year, but now you put a championship in the mix. I think that would be really good. That's kind of our main show. I'm really excited. We're going to take what is going to be a break on our end. It's not going to be a break on your end. We're going to get set up, and we're going to bring out Paul McElhaney, my not-so-little cousin, and we're going to do some more WWE talking and introduce our new segment, Am I the Asshole? We'll be right back. And we're back again. It's like we never left you. It's been about 15 minutes here. Paul had to use the facilities. We had to get set up. We're back for I Was Thinking. Today's I Was Thinking is very Paul-friendly. WWE fun facts for kids.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm not going to give you... Well, first off, is there anything you want to argue about the show? Is there anything we've discussed over the past 4 weeks that you're like, you know what? We need to address this.
I don't think you give yourself enough credit for being a cowboy. You're a real cowboy, Rob.
I know. I wear my nothing fancy just like you. Which, real quick segment. As you can see, I changed to match Paul. What color is my hat?
I would call it a gray. It does look a little minty green, but
because
it's definitely gray.
We have both our significant others here.
Yes.
They argued green, and we're not doing any of this dress shit. What was it, blue?
Oh, blue.
We're not
gold,
doing
blue
that.
and gold or black and
we're
white.
not doing that because this is a gray hat.
They listed as gray on the
site.
site.
They listed as gray on the site. It's gray.
It's gray.
Anywho, that was a side note. We spent 5 minutes arguing that. Paul, what does WWE stand for?
Worldwide Entertainment. No. Yeah. No.
What do they do in the show? What's the entertaining part of it?
Wrestling. Worldwide Wrestling Entertainment.
Is there a third W?
I thought worldwide was one. I don't know.
Worldwide is 2 words.
Well, true. I don't know.
What do you type in when you back in the day when you had to type in a full
www.com
World Wide Web?
Oh yeah.
World Wrestling Entertainment.
Oh, I thought that was.
We're off to a hot start, folks.
I'm partial for one.
Who is known as The Undertaker? AKA, what is The Undertaker's name?
Oh, I don't know that.
I'll give you a hint. When he was in the WWF, because he was in the WWF before he was with the WWE.
Of course, I knew that, yeah.
Mean Mark Callis was his name, among other characters.
So I'm going to guess his name is Mark.
And Mark Calloway.
Ah.
Mean Mark Calloway. It's
okay. I'll get there.
You're getting there. I probably could have given you the options on that, but no, I couldn't have. Here's the thing when you're asking facts to kids. These were the options. John Cena, Mark Calloway, Dwayne Johnson, Steve Austin.
Yeah, I would have known. Yeah, okay.
Okay, which WWE event is known as the grandest stage of them all? We're headed towards it.
I know it. I'm not going to think of it now, but I know it.
4 choices.
Yeah, let's hear it.
SummerSlam,
No.
Royal Rumble,
No.
WrestleMania.
Yes, that
you
one.
can't say WrestleMania. It's
WrestleMania. Oh, my bad.
WrestleMania. Wrestling.
Okay, it is WrestleMania.
Very well.
Yeah.
Who is famous for the catchphrase, "You can't see me"?
John Cena, I do know that one. Yeah.
Also, I'm going to give you a one-time reprieve. There is only one drink allowed on this show. Kate, what's that one drink?
I have
Miller
a
Light?
Well, for you, Drinky.
Water last year.
Turner's iced tea.
Turner's. Is that a sponsored thing?
It's soon to be, hopefully.
Oh.
You know, if you pray and believe hard enough. Which WWE superstar is known as the People's Champion?
That would be,
I don't know if this is a hint, but me and your father
mhm.
used to talk about this fella all the time because he may or may not have been cooking something that he asked.
Oh,
if
Dwayne
he could
Johnson.
smell. There you
Yeah.
go, The Rock.
Okay.
What is the name of the WWE event where the main event is a 30-man and women, now there's 2 matches, Battle Royal?
That one's not SummerSlam, is it?
It just happened. We talked about it on. You sat right over there.
I did sit
and
right
we
over
talked
there.
about this event.
Was it the steel cage match?
That's tonight.
That one's tonight? I don't know.
And you sat there while I explained.
The
Do you
cylindrical?
pay attention to anything?
Yeah.
Re-ask the question.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll get it now.
What is the name of the WWE event where the main event is a 30-man / women?
Oh, Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
Come on
I
now.
knew that.
Who is this one? You may not know. And we'll skip that one. Who was the first Universal Champion? It was Finn Balor.
I've heard I wouldn't have got that.
Which WWE superstar is known for the move RKO? Also happened to be
Randy
his initials. Randall Keith Orton.
Did not know his middle name was Keith.
Mhm.
Or his first, I mean, I guess I could have gotten
Well,
Randall,
Randy,
but
Nick,
yeah.
There's hope for you yet, bud.
Is there?
I don't
It
know.
doesn't feel like it.
We will do. We'll skip that one. We'll do one. We'll just kind of go. We'll see. Which WWE superstar? This is before your time, but probably one of the biggest superstars in the history of wrestling.
Okay.
Known for the entrance theme, Real American. I am a real American.
I've heard the
Fight
song.
for the right. Fight
I haven't-
for your
If it was before my
Can you
time.
give him a hint?
Yeah,
He played Thunderlips in Rocky 3.
that's not going to help me.
Another hint?
Is it?
What you gonna do, brother, when...
Oh. Hulk Hogan.
There you go.
There we go. I should have got that.
Hulkamania.
I know. I should have
Because
known.
what?
Hulk Hogan. You could have said he recently had died.
Yeah.
Wait, he died?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he died.
He's dead.
Oh, he died like.
Let's have a
Really?
moment of silence so
Yeah.
Haley can observe Hulk Hogan's death approximately 2.5 to 3 months after the fact. Folks, see, this is a real show. This is how you know this is real life. This is a real show. Let's go. Who is known as the Nature Boy?
I don't know that one.
Woo!
No.
Somebody go woo on him.
Mhm.
Ric Flair.
Oh.
Woo!
Oh. Yeah, I could have got that.
I can't get my voice up there. We'll go. Last question. Let's see if you can get this one.
Okay.
Which WWE superstar is known for the move Attitude Adjustment?
Oof.
Another fellow we have talked a considerable amount about today.
Rules out my guess.
Well, what was your guess? Let me ask that.
Well, I don't know because I thought I was going to get a Shawn Michaels question.
I did. I skipped the Shawn Michaels
Did you?
question.
Well, that's disappointing.
Mm. Well, speaking of Shawn Michaels, while you're pondering,
Yeah.
we're gonna. I need some help from our viewers. I saw a video today where a gentleman put out, as you know, we've discussed briefly on the show. Me and Kate are betrothed, and we are in the wedding planning process. I saw a video of a gentleman urging his to-be wife to let him replicate the Shawn Michaels entrance from WrestleMania 25, where he descends from the rafters with clouds and angelic singing, and then he comes out to the, I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. His theme.
Yeah.
I want that to be my wedding entrance.
I think you
Please
pull it
support
off.
that
I
movement.
support it.
We will have a petition. We will need a budget increase. We'll talk to our parental units about that. We'll probably have to double the budget, but we'll address that.
I think you can make it work.
Attitude adjustment.
Yeah, I don't have it.
John Cena.
I didn't think it was gonna be Cena. It is Cena.
New segment.
Well, can I add that he's been dead for 7 months?
7 months.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought it was longer than 2 or 3.
Hogan?
Yeah.
I'm way behind.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
7 months.
2 weeks after we got engaged.
Well, I was so.
Yeah.
Kate made
It's
the point. It
new-
was 2
yeah,
weeks after our
she-
engagement. I was so
Rob was
entranced
still
in my
processing
love.
that. So then he had to wait and process. Yeah. Come on, Kate.
News segment. What you called it? Am I the asshole? I know that's the. So this
That's the Reddit thing,
story comes from the subreddit. Am I the asshole? How this is going to work, Paul? I'm going to read the title
Mm-hmm.
of this post,
Okay.
and then me and you will have some healthy banter
Okay.
over. I'm going to move this just slightly closer to.
I'm not talking.
Oh, goodness gracious! To your mouth hole. You can slide in.
Slide in. Okay.
I know you have
Not up
to
against
leave
the wall.
room for your hearty stuff going on, but
What?
hearty.
Oh. Okay.
My truck's where my
Yeah.
Anywho, am I the asshole? Subreddit title: Would I be the asshole if I broke up with my girlfriend over her behavior watching football? What do you think is going to be in this story? I think the easy answer is, I got lucky
Mm-hmm.
in my love life where Kate likes to watch football. Almost more than me. So, to me, I know some individuals on both sides of, male, female.
Mm-hmm.
There's some females that prefer to watch football
Yeah.
more than their male counterpart. And vice versa. I think that's the avenue that it's going to go. Where, she doesn't want to watch it. She puts up a fight.
I was gonna say I think it's more that she doesn't care about the team that the guy supports. So if the guy's Cowboys fan, something, whatever, Steelers fan, and maybe she's a Eagles fan or Ravens fan, that type of thing, or she just doesn't care that the team is losing, and
that's fair.
And the guy is really upset about it, and she doesn't support him. I feel like that's where that was going, but we'll see.
Let's see. I was taught how to read this by Kate. So I, 23-year-old male, am not a sports guy at all.
Wow. Oh.
I did not. Well, I'm
mentioned
sort of on the right track.
Yeah, you kind of.
I'm only saying that because I'm nowhere near on the right track, but it makes me sound better. I, 23-year-old male, am not a sports guy at all. I never played growing up and often grew to despise it because the jocks often picked on me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, my girlfriend and I have been dating for about 4 months now, and she's a huge, in all caps, huge sports fan, especially football. Here's where I already despise this fella, in parentheses, the American kind. There is one form of football. The rest of the world just has to catch up with us.
Yeah.
So she's a huge Minnesota Vikings fan and did the whole fantasy football league thing or whatever. Keeps up with all the games and whatnot. Whatever. I wasn't really interested when she talked about it to me. But I could kind of tune her out when she got really passionate about it. And now I even know names like KOC, Darnold, Jefferson, and Cousins. She's never made me watch the games with her, as most Mondays and Sundays are days when we're apart. So it's never been a huge issue. However, last Monday when the Vikings played that LA team, there's two of them. There's two of them. She invited me over to watch the game with her and her brothers. I accepted, though I knew I wouldn't find it too entertaining. Now, fast forward to when the game starts. Her behavior becomes outrageous. First off, can we go back to that LA team?
I mean, there's a good chance it was the Rams, but just because NFC.
Right.
But, yeah, there's
the Rams. They got freaking horns on the helmet if you're watching it, even if you don't know football.
Pretty good.
Because to each their own, you have every right to like or dislike what you want. There's damn horns on the helmet, bud. And the Vikings, they got horns, but you already know they're Vikings. It's the Rams.
Yeah.
I like this segment. I have high blood pressure. I don't know how well this is going to...
I like it.
This is going to be interesting. Okay, where were we? Now fast forward to when the game starts. Her behavior becomes apparently outrageous. When the team scored a touchdown again, which team? She went nuts and started... Okay, the Vikings scored because Skull Vikings chant with her and her brothers and fist bumping.
Yeah.
But when they overturned that touchdown on TV, she and her brothers went bleeping screamed at the refs through the TV, saying things like, "Bleep you, ref, that was intentional grounding," or something like that. Why would you be screaming it was intentional grounding? It doesn't work.
He doesn't know.
But, okay.
He don't know ball.
Then when their quarterback started playing bad and holding on to the ball for too long, she was screaming something along the lines of, "How hard is it to get the bleeping football out of your hands, Darnold?" I mean, fair point. And no fumbling doesn't count. And she and her brothers were whining about how the coach shouldn't have done something on fourth down, whatever that means, and were yelling, "Put Jones in." Anyway, this behavior just seems so outrageous, and it felt like she basically ignored me the whole night and only paid attention to the game and her brothers. It felt a bit demeaning, and honestly, I just didn't like the behavior of yelling at the TV. It feels uncivilized, like it's 2025. Control yourself. Would I be the asshole if I broke it off over this? It's been over 4 months, and I just don't think we are compatible. I have so much to say,
I have a lot.
And none of it is kind towards this gentleman.
Yeah, I agree. Not a single.
And here's the thing, because as I stated, you have every right to like or dislike.
Yeah.
What you want.
Of course.
But one of the few things that's left in this world that makes our country, our world great. We just got done with the Olympics. The World Cup's coming up. You're going to see passionate people about their country, their team.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, dude. Passionate fans are what makes this world great.
I mean, to be fair, that sounds like... That's my base level. Yeah, that's not even me mad. That is base level how I act during...
I mean, it's not... First off...
He's just lucky she's not a Pitt fan. Because it would get way worse.
That's a whole separate, very disgusting thing. So I'm going to allow you to redact your statement.
I'm not going to redact it, but yeah, it would be... He's just lucky she's not a Pitt fan. Because it'd be way worse.
What I don't understand is... I'm trying to say things nicely.
Mm-hmm. That's where I'm at.
This may have been maybe one of the dumbest individuals I've ever read from, listened to. I don't know what you want to call it. So we're going to jumpstart to, am I the asshole? I don't think you're the asshole for breaking it off. If you don't like it, if it makes you uncomfortable...
Yeah.
Let's go back to this real quick.
I'm just kind of shocked that she's been with him this whole time.
Well, to each their own.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, if you're going to get passionate and he's not, that's fine.
Yeah, no.
To each their own. When he did this whole, it felt a bit demeaning, and honestly, I didn't like the behavior of yelling. It feels uncivilized. Grow up, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, so to answer the question, am I the asshole? In my opinion, no, you're not the asshole for breaking up with her if you just feel like it is so beyond your means and so beyond your civilized manner to get passionate about these things. But you are the asshole. You are no, well, no. You are the asshole. Yes, but no, you are the asshole for going on your little. She's uncivilized and all this stuff. When one of the last few true strongholds of passion left in this country, left in this world that can truly bring people together, is sports.
Yeah,
and so, yes, you are the asshole. You're not the asshole for wanting to break up with her over this. You are the asshole for just simply being an asshole.
Yeah.
We have comments.
Okay.
Kate said this is exciting. Next time, striking regular, I think that's the word, 551 commented, next time just go out with your mates if you have some, and let her enjoy the bloody game.
There's a big if there.
Maybe.
If he doesn't like football, there's a big if on if he has some friends.
The OP fella, original poster.
Original poster, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I got you.
Didn't know you were Reddit literate.
I'm not, but...
That's usually what I do, but she invited me this time, so I assumed she would at least make an effort to include me in the conversation. Here's but all they talked about... Or what? But all they talked about was the game and ignored me, so it felt disrespectful. Here's the thing. When the game is on, the only thing that matters, the conversation point is on the TV. The game, is the game. It's not going to... What are your feelings?
Yeah,
on whatever... I don't know what this fella's into. And now the striking regular guy, he makes a good point. Did you try to join in, asking what was happening, or did you just sit there waiting for them to talk to you?
Yeah.
OP responds, I did try to make conversation a couple times, especially around how aggressive the sport... especially around how aggressive the sport is and how barbaric some of the head hits are. And they brushed me off and were like, that's just football, baby.
That's how great the sport, yeah.
Which made me feel slighted.
Well.
So, I don't know. Do I keep going? Well, here's the thing.
I think we can stop on this one, or at least talk about this one, because, I mean, that's what football is the aggressiveness. You don't watch football and be like, hey, we're watching baseball.
Ooh. Like, I wish he would hit him lighter.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not out here, I'm not a headhunter. Don't go out here, calling for caps out there.
No.
And really, it looks barbaric. It sounds barbaric. And in the course of my career, I've seen things that I can't unsee. They're terrifying things. It's a very aggressive game. When it's played the right way, it looks aggressive and everything, but it looks like you're getting hit in the head. You're not getting hit in the head.
No.
Your head's involved in the hit, but if you play the game right, as we need to get your brother to, your head's in the hit, but you keep your head out of it.
Yeah.
And he actually does a pretty good job of that.
No, he does, yeah.
So, we're here in an hour or two. We're going.
Yeah,
to a Christian
I
concert.
completely agree with this next guy.
This one.
Yeah.
So you were saying bad things about a sport that she clearly loves. What is?
That's a
YT. I'm old in these acronyms. YTA. You're the asshole.
Oh yeah. Yep. There we go.
Can we talk about how I just figured that out on my?
Good job, Rob.
You're the asshole. I agree. I personally find is it one badger? Is this it?
It will say OP.
OP.
Well, the name is deleted though.
Okay, yeah. Deleted. Maybe the name is deleted.
Yeah.
My girlfriend gets excited and into a football game, which is too childish for a refined, gentle sir like me. She also did not pay attention to me for 3 whole hours. How disrespectful. I know Kate may disagree with it, but we moved into this apartment.
Yeah.
A lot more space. We may go 3-4 hours without talking to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I think our love is stronger for it. She's over here doing this.
Yep.
I mean, we watched The Masked Singer. We're in the same room. We won't talk.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we know exactly what we're thinking. We can say, okay, I think it's this person. I think it's okay, great. And
that's it, yeah.
What are you doing?
I didn't touch it.
So, continuing with the comment, you are coming across as a petulant man baby, not the asshole, because she can do far better than you. I personally find I personally find the behavior to be childish. I also don't understand the fascination with watching grown men bang their heads together and get concussions. But I tried to be open-minded, but when she deliberately ignored me the whole night, that was my end point. They're not banging their heads together.
Not the whole time.
They're not the whole time. And
he's probably talking about the linemen when they're right up face to face, and they're not.
But even though you're not doing
that.
Another reason why he is the asshole. To each their own. You have every right not to like it.
Yeah.
Just get out. Shut your asshole mouth and get out.
What he could have done too is he could have, if they were watching the Monday game and he knew that he was going over, watch a game on Sunday. And then
prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself. If you don't like it, then be like, yeah, I'm not going. It's not for me.
I get it.
And hang out another day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Beck Puss? I don't know how to pronounce this fellow's name. Yes, you would absolutely be the asshole. Jesus, let her live, or
let her have
I don't know what Jesus
fun.
Has to do with this.
Yeah.
Let her have a bit of fun.
Let her live.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be there, why did you go? You saw a side of her. You didn't know either the love. Wait. Dyslexic.
People on Reddit can't type. No, you're not dyslexic.
Well, I am dyslexic.
Well, this is not your fault, though.
Fair enough. You saw a side of her. You didn't know either to love her or, oh no, did baby boy get no attention? You are the asshole and an immature child. Leave her. You're probably doing her the favor. In the long run, you seem emotionally immature for relationships. OP, it was one thing for her to enjoy the game, but another for her to completely ignore me the whole time and have entire conversations with her brothers about the game while leaving me out. Then insert yourself.
Yeah, and also, she can't ignore her brothers the entire time either.
Correct.
Like, you gotta have some sort of balance with that. You can't. Yeah.
Join the conversation.
Yeah, join the conversation.
Sounds about normal for watching a football game. There was apparently this fellow knows the call that was happening. That was a terrible call.
The one where Sam Darnold's face got pulled in the end zone.
Yes,
that's probably what this was about.
That was a terrible call by the refs. So yelling at the TV was perfectly understandable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you two don't seem compatible, and you should just. And you sound like a stick in the mud for your reaction to your girlfriend having a bit of fun and watching the game. Just be grateful she isn't an Eagles fan. Sorry, Brandon. They're unhinged. It didn't seem reasonable to me to yell at a TV when this is OP, by the way. I think you can tell. It didn't seem reasonable to me to yell at a TV when no one can hear you except the people in the room. I don't understand why people do this, and it grated on my nerves. Sports fans are just not for me. Then go sit in your studio apartment and leave the rest of the productive world alone.
So has this guy never watched any sort of movie or TV show?
I guess not. You get upset with TV shows.
Yeah, exactly.
We watched Watson the other night, and I sat here and yelled at the TV.
Yeah.
First off, we share a last name.
Yes.
We come from a very interesting and different breed of male.
Yes.
As our significant others. Yeah, yes. Haley's laughing right now. We get upset.
Very easily.
If I don't know. I got upset about a lot of things this morning. Kate can probably elaborate. Passionate, it sums up in we are a passionate people.
Yes.
Maybe about the wrong things sometimes.
Probably.
But we are passionate. So it's not a sports thing. It's a life thing. So just go and let us...
So does this guy have no passion for anything then?
It certainly doesn't sound like it. Last comment here. Why are you having issues with this? Sounds pretty normal for a serious fan. It just felt disrespectful because she barely talked to me the whole time. She basically just had her eyes glued on the TV and talked to her brothers about player statistics and kept bitching about something called sacked. I felt super excluded, like she didn't even make an effort to spend quality time together. First off,
at least he's picking up terms.
I mean, yes.
Even if he doesn't know anything, at least he's remembering.
If you feel so excluded, just to each their own. I've said it how many times in this. Mm-hmm. Go.
Yeah.
I think another comment has said you'd be doing her a favor. I happen to agree. Mm-hmm. Get out.
Yeah.
You'd be doing the rest of us a favor if you went and just sat in your apartment. And I don't know. I don't think he can like anything because what this gentleman sounds like is he lacks passion about life.
Yeah.
It can be in sports. It can be not related to sports. I get upset with music. I get upset with TV shows. I get upset when the wind blows the wrong way. I'm passionate about things in life. This gentleman doesn't seem to do that. I don't know if you ever chimed in about, is he the asshole?
For specifically leaving her for that, no, because again, it's not, I don't think he actually is. But, I could see why, if somebody did think so, I could see why they would think so. We'll put it that way. I don't think he actually is. If, like you said, if he doesn't like football, that's completely fine.
That's fine.
I understand that. If you have your own differences, that's fine. I'll do this sooner than later, so that way you're not, wasting your time if you don't think,
Yes.
I am curious if he actually ever ended up breaking it off.
Maybe Kate can do some research. Kate found that story. Yeah. That's all, Kate's doing.
Kate, that was a really good find. Because that was good.
So I'm going to finish it with, he's not the asshole if he chooses to leave her. To each their own. He is absolutely the asshole for thinking, in my opinion, he thinks his way of life is superior to everybody else's, and that makes him an asshole in general. He's not an asshole for leaving her. He's just an asshole because he's an asshole.
Yeah. I mean, Haley knows very, very little about football. Yeah. But she'll come watch pick games with me.
Yeah.
She'll go, we went to the Steelers playoff game. Mm-hmm. We watch football every Sunday.
Yep.
Monday, Thursday.
What?
Friday.
What?
Any day that it's on. We will watch football.
Yes.
Any day.
Yeah.
But she knows very little about it. If she sees me get mad about it, she'll ask, "Hey, what happened here?"
And that's
she's still learning. Yes. Very much so. We're trying to figure out, the difference between 3 points and 1 point on a kick. But we're getting there. We're getting there. So, but she'll ask questions, and that's
how you do it.
Yeah, exactly. And I know she doesn't love doing it, but she knows I love it.
Yeah.
And so she'll love it. She is getting there. She was I was asking her if she wants to get pit tickets to go to the season ticket next year, and she was
disgusting.
Well, I know.
I'm gonna answer for her. No.
She's thinking about it.
Spend that money on quality things like Penn State football tickets.
I would never do that.
I don't.
Oh, that'd be so.
Yeah,
cool.
I would never do that.
You need to go. You have to.
You have to witness it.
I've been to a game.
Yeah,
I went to the Whiteout game a couple of years ago.
It's an experience.
It's an experience.
Oh, it's an experience.
We'll play in one. We'll play in one this week or this year.
Yeah.
Not this week. Right. Playing this week.
Well, yeah. Maybe the blue and white squad.
Oh, yeah. We'll go ahead and close this one out. Make sure you follow us on socials: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Find us wherever you listen to podcasts. Catch us on YouTube. Make sure you check the reels out, the shorts. We're putting those out. Paul, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. That's great. Thank you. I have 2 quotes today. Both WWE related. One's a promo quote and one's a non-promo quote. From Cody Rhodes. I believe in hard work, but I believe in vindication as well. You have a few nightmares, I imagine, before you reach your dream. I'll let you ponder that. One of my favorite, it wasn't a promo, but it was a promo. Scott Hall, Razor Ramon. I can't do a good Italian accent. But Razor Ramon, from his 2014 Hall of Fame speech. Hard work pays off, dreams come true, bad times don't last, but bad guys do. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
Make sure you comment, tell us what you think, and as always, remember to keep thinking. We'll see you next week.